Hey y'all, I'm Jadyn and I am a junior at Howard University. I'm studying public relations and English. Today I'll be taking over the AIFS Instagram. I'm so excited. I'm going to be able to show you around London and show you what a day in the life looks like as a student in London. Fun fact, we actually don't have any classes on Fridays, which is great for traveling and everything like that. So I actually won't be in class today. I will show you the places that we take class in. And then I'm just going to show you around the city a bit. But yes, I won't be in class today. Also, drop any questions you have so that I can answer them during my takeover. This is what a typical morning will look like for me. It's pretty busy on the street right now, but I go and get Gales and get my breakfast, my coffee, and then I get on the bus and I head to class. We got on the bus, made it off, quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's about 7 or 8 stops, 15 to 20 minutes, give or take, to get from where we stay at Lightfoot Hall to Taylor House, which is one of the places that we study at. During the week, I actually only have one class at Taylor House, but this is where student services is, so if we have any problems or questions or need help with anything, we can come here for that. Also, our mail gets sent here, and then there's a computer lab downstairs, and then quite a few classrooms upstairs. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. It's a really windy day. I walked about 5 minutes up from Taylor House, and I'm now in Hyde Park, which is a really nice place to be when it's not pouring down raining and freezing cold. It's really beautiful. There's a lot of walking space, a lot of space to sit, have a picnic. There is the Princess Diana Memorial. Kensington Palace is in walking distance, and so are a lot of other things, but it's really beautiful, nice and peaceful little green part of the city. I'm now in the Young Street building. We have classes in here, and a lot of people have most of their classes in this building. It's very similar to the Taylor House location as far as classrooms are concerned and everything like that. The only difference is there is a student lounge here with some couches, some computers, some bean bags. It's a place for us to, sit back and relax in between classes or during our breaks in classes, things like that. For the reason I say this might be my favorite spot in the city, it is a Waterstones, which is kind of equivalent to a Barnes & Noble. This is the one nearest to Kensington Palace, and Princess Diana used to come here, and she used to come down to the basement level where I am right now and sit and read her books, and nobody would bother her, and it was just such a peaceful space for her to relax and just feel normal. And even when you come here today, you feel that same peace and serenity, and you get to just sit and relax and be surrounded by books. And I'm a book lover, so I love it here. It's been some hours. I'm back. I'm now in my room, but I'm gonna start answering some questions. So first question, what made me choose London? I'd studied other languages here and there in high school and in college, but not nearly enough to feel super comfortable and super knowledgeable in that language, and I wouldn't know how to get around as much and everything. And so I just chose England, specifically London, because they speak English, but also I'm an English minor and I love literature, I love drama, I love plays, everything like that. So it's huge here. Drama is huge here, literature is huge here, and I just was really excited to experience all of that firsthand. So that's part of the reason why I chose London. Was it easy to catch on to the transportation system? Yes, it's incredibly easy. At first it may seem daunting. I study in Washington, D.C., which also has a public transportation system, but it's nowhere as complex as London's transportation system. At first sight, it seems daunting, but I caught on within 2 days. The bus and the tube, the train system, everything, it's so easy to learn, and it feels super safe. They run pretty much all night long, and on the weekends and on Friday they run all throughout the night, so it's great. This question is kind of similar, but I just wanted to do this one as well because I wanted to mention that AIFS does give us Oyster cards, which is basically like the transportation card. So we don't have to pay for that every time we use the bus or the tube or anything like that. We just tap our Oyster card and we have access to zones 1 and 2, which can basically get you anywhere that you need to go. Also, like all the major London landmarks are in zone 1 and 2. So we have a lot of access to a lot of different things, and that is provided by AIFS. Favorite landmarks in the city? I love Westminster Abbey. I love all the writing on the walls and just the actual architecture of the building. So pretty. But it's not really a landmark, but I've grown to appreciate like the London look, the London architecture so much. I love the balconies and all the white buildings. It's just so cool to be surrounded by it, and it makes you feel like you're in a little movie. But yeah, other than that, obviously like Big Ben, the London Eye, everything like that, I love to see. It reminds me where I am. Love the bridges. They're really cool too. This is a really great question. What did the first 2 days look like? You have your travel day, which is you coming here. Depending on if you travel with AIFS or on your own, that depends on what you choose, and then that'll determine when you arrive. So we all arrive on the same day, relatively around the same time, and then that evening of the day that we arrived, we had like a social, and we went to one of the restaurants around the corner from our accommodation. We had dinner together, and we were able to meet people and like have dinner with everybody in the program. As for the second day, it was our orientation day, so we got to know a lot about the program. We got to meet student advisors and everything like that, people in student services. It was very chill. We got a walking tour as well, so we walked to our buildings that we study in as well. As for homestay students, I'm not exactly sure, so I can't really speak on it. There is a lot of information on the AIFS website, and you can always email in if you have specific questions, or like DM the page. They answer some questions as well. The program that I'm a part of, we're not homestay students. We have an accommodation, which is just essentially a dormitory. And with our program, we do not get meal vouchers. I will say though, there are a lot of restaurants around where we live and where we study that have student discounts and student deals. So you get discounted meals, discounted pretty much everything you can imagine. So definitely be on the lookout for that when you come. What was the biggest adjustment from American culture to English culture? One of the main things about the switch from America to England is, as a study abroad student, you may like underestimate just how different the culture will be, because you're like, oh, we speak the same language, like it'll be fine, everything's gonna be very similar. But there are little nuances that are very different. Etiquette is very different. People, the way people address one another and interact on like public transportation, things like that are different. So yeah, I'd say I can't really pinpoint the biggest adjustment, but kind of just I underestimated how much the little things add up, how much the little differences add up. It wasn't super hard, and I feel like it may not be as hard as like going to a completely different country where they speak a different language and everything, but be prepared that there are differences. I'm a public relations major, English minor. Public relations is essentially like strategic communications. Most of my classes that I'm taking here with the program though are for my minor, which is English.